Hey guys, this is Wanda with Pretty Cute Press, and today I wanted to pop in and share a quick video on how you can go about creating your own custom mockups using AI and Canva. So I'm inside of my Canva account right now, and I've created a couple of different mockups. I used Midjourney as the AI for most of these graphics, but you can do this with whatever your AI tool of choice is, whether that's Galaxy AI, whether that's Canva, whether that's Creative Fabrica's Flow, whatever image generator that you use. You can take a mockup, that you've created an image, and bring it over into Canva. And so, what I've done here, and I think this is just an Instagram size, or what used to be the standard square Instagram size image, and you can make it any size that you like. And so, I'm here inside of my document. I have my image created here, and what I'm going to go and do is go to apps, and because I've already utilized this app, the app that I'm going to be referring to is going to be in your apps, and it's this one called Mockups. If you haven't utilized that app already, it may not be already in your apps. So all you would need to do when you click on apps is just go to search and type in Mockups, okay? But I've used it, so it's already there inside of my apps section. And so when I click on the mockups, it's going to take a minute and it will populate here in a few seconds. Okay. Okay. And if you've used smart mockups in the past in Canva, you'll notice that they have all of these pre-done mockups for you. This new addition that they added allows you to create your own custom mockups without using these particular ones here. So what we want to do is go to here where it says create a mockup template. Now you'll notice that this have a crown there, which indicates this is a pro feature, which means you need to have a Canva Pro account in order to utilize this particular feature in Canva. I do have a Canva Pro account so that I can use it. So you click on it, create mockup template, and you'll see it's starting to work. It's doing this little whirly thing. And then in a few minutes, it's going to give us some options. Okay. So based off of what it could tell from the image, it will pick out, you'll give you some choices of what you want to make your frame. So I was specifically looking for the laptop display. So I'm gonna click on it and click confirm. And you'll see it's working, doing its magic. It takes a few minutes. And you'll notice here I got this little pop-up over here. It doesn't have anything to do with this one, but you'll see you can actually make AI images inside of Canva itself. It's asking me, hey, do you want to make a specific image? Try our AI image generator. Tell Magic Media what it is that you're looking for, and it will try to create a image for you. So if you have Canva, you can utilize it. Okay. And you'll see now it's made a mock-up or created a little frame in which I can drop something inside of that particular template. Okay, so scroll down. Here's another image of a computer. Since we did that, I'm going to try a different image. Now, this is a mock-up of a wall inside like a home. And so I would just hit that button again for create. And it's going to analyze the image, and then it's going to come back with some choices, give us some choices on what it can create as a template for us. Okay, so on this one, it gave us 4 choices. Now, in looking at this, what I was interested in was this photo here, this part here. Now, when I look at it, I can see that it's like not perfectly inside of that frame. So I can either click confirm and go with it, or I could try to do it again. I'm going to click cancel and see if it might give me a better. I've noticed on some of them it doesn't work perfectly, and it'll have that frame over part of the actual frame, part of the image that I don't want there. So it's just like any other AI tool. It doesn't always come out perfect. And so some images it works better with than others. One thing about it though, for templates like this where the frame is just front facing, it's really easy to create a template by just going to see, it's still doing the same thing. So I'm going to go ahead and confirm it, but I can tell, at least from what it looks like, that that's not exactly, doesn't look like it's fitting inside of the frame very well. It's actually would bring the picture on to the border part of the frame instead of just the inside of the frame. But you see, it also gave the option that I could have chosen to make a mock-up of the little blanket there. Not sure what this, I think that's one of the candles, and then that's one of the candles. It was given the option, so it'll give you a couple of options there. Now I have not figured out how you could do more than one, create a template with more than one um replaceable mock-up in there. So I don't think that's possible right now, or if it is, I don't know how to do that at this point. So I've just been playing around with it and learning about it, but I think it's a pretty cool tool. And this way you can actually get images that speak to your unique style and create mock-ups that, speak to you and your brand. Okay. So as you can see, what I mean, it created all over there. So that would not be what I want, because that would look messed up. So like I say, on things like that, either you would have to undo it, or you would say, hey, I'm going to skip this picture and go to something else. And that is what I've had to do on some of them, especially one on the laptops. And we're going to try this one, and then I'm going to show you some others that I've generated. And then I'll show you what it looks like when you drop one of your images inside of the template as well. Okay, so here it has given me a couple of options. Um, can't really tell the difference between this one and that one. I think I'm gonna go with the first one. Let's see what that looks like. One thing about Canva, you can always hit the undo button and try it again. And I'm not sure on how many credits or whatever that you have in your pro account to use this. I don't know if it's limited by a certain feature number or what. I'm not sure about that. One thing that I have noticed and when creating this, when I was doing some others, was the photo. Okay. All right. You can see that that has is down there on some part of the keyboard of that image. I wouldn't want that. I'm going to undo it. And when I hit undo, it popped up. Let's try it again and see if we can get a better. Like I say, some of them work great and some of them not so great. I think because maybe depending on the photo, there's not enough difference between the image that you're doing and the background, so it can't easily tell where it needs to separate. I'm gonna do the third one, and I mean the second one, and see if that gives us any better. And like I say, one thing to be reminded or to remember is that this is AI. It's not always perfect, but this does give you the ability to create some unique mock-ups for your own brand. That's would be something that everybody doesn't have. Okay. All right, and that's basically did the same thing. So this would be an image that I wouldn't want to use, but let's now um, okay, I didn't do that one. I did this one. That one looks pretty good. Now I would go to find something to drop in there. And I don't know, since whenever I use this, I find it's hard to get back to my upload folder. So if you know a simpler way to find the upload folder again, please share it. Okay, so I'm going to drop a spreadsheet template that I created that I want to display inside of there. Now you can see because of the way it's done, it doesn't look perfect. What you can do is click on the edit and change from field to and try fit to see if that gives you anything better. You can apply changes. Okay, and that looks better. So that way I could use this as a mock-up to display my templates if I wanted to. Okay, and you can also, if you wanted to switch it out, you could just drop another image on there, but you could also hit the detach image. And then that brings it back just to that blank state. Okay. Now, here we go again. I got to get back up to my upload. Uh, Come on. Okay, so I'm going to drop that back in there. And you just drop it over your. Oh, I got too many copies. And just let it hover a little bit till you start seeing that little circling motion that it does, and then that's letting you know that it's working on dropping that in there. Okay, so as I say, I would go to edit and then I would click fit, um, choose from field to fit so that it looks better. But let's take a look at some of the other ones that I've created. Oh, first, before we do that, let's scroll down and go back. Like if let's do this one here. So if I tried to drop that one in there, you see how it's made editable image all down onto the keyboard. that is going to look very crazy. So I wouldn't use that. Even if I go up to edit and change it to the fit and apply changes, it still looks crazy because your spreadsheet wouldn't be all the way down. And see, it just doesn't look right. You also can adjust like this. You can do it like that. You can take your things there, but this one is just not good for a mock-up, unfortunately, because it's going down there. So this is one that I wouldn't use. This, you're going to run into the same thing with this one here, because if we go and look for an image to put here, it's going to be outside of that frame. So it's going to be looking crazy. Let's see, graduate. Do a photo. And if I wanted to drop this lady inside of that frame, look how it's not perfect there. So I wouldn't use it like that. For that one, I would instead I would just go to frames itself, and I would, I would go back to the original picture, and I would just take one of these frames here, and I would position it like that, and so that it takes up the little frame there, and then I would drop that element in there. So that would look better. Now, mind you, this is not perfect because I have that one on the back, but I'm just showing what you can do for those that are just front facing. Those are easy to do. But what's unique about this particular thing is that it can allow you to get some unique create templates for things that you wouldn't easily be able to just drop those little square grids on. Okay, so let's look at some others that I've created. Now, was a bedroom design, and this right here is the image that I created as a template. So I could just swap out those images, like if I wanted to drop her in there. You see it starts swirling, and it will replace her on there. And I can just undo that to get back to where I was. This is more of a cartoon vector style, and it added the frame there. Again, it's not perfect because it's over top of that, but it does create a template out of different styles of images. See how she fits in there. And let's see, this one was like a e-reader template that I was working on, that I could create some digital patterns and use it to display like a mock-up of a clear case. Okay, so that's one. And that's same style there. There's one I made with the person holding it in the hand. And then this is one I used for garden flag. One I was doing like of a mock-up of an air freshener. I'm gonna say you can use any type of images that has something that you could use like as a mock-up, and then you can pop in your particular patterns, frames, or images that you want to use. Here's one of a button, a bag. I hadn't turned that into one. Those were some, you see, like I say, this doesn't work perfect. I was trying to do like a junk journal thing, and it didn't divide it well. So that doesn't work well. Then here's a flat lay of like if I was making a card or something, and some others for displaying cards or stationery, things like that. So I thought this might be helpful, and I wanted to pop in and show you how you can use this feature inside of Canva with your favorite images. And I said AI images, but you can take the photos yourself if you're doing it and then pop it into Canva and have it create a, reusable template for you as well. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment below, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.